The September 2nd, 2025 Auburn City Council meeting will be called to order. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If we could have the councilors introduce themselves, starting with Councilor Geary.
Good evening, Belinda Gary, City Councilor at Large.
Good evening, Rick Whiting, City Councilor, Ward 1.
Good evening, Tim Cowan, City Councilor, Ward 2.
Good evening, Steve Milks, City Council, Ward 3.
Good evening, Jeff Harmon, Mayor.
Good evening, Ben Weisner, City Councilor, Ward 4.
Good evening, Leroy Walker, Councilor, Ward 5.
Good evening, Adam Platts, City Council at Large.
Phil Kroll, City Manager.
Thank you. There's no consent agenda this evening. We'll move on to the first item of business, which is approval of the minutes of the August 18th, 2025 regular City Council meeting. Are there any errors or corrections? Not seeing any. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Moved by
Second.
Councilor Walker, seconded by Councilor Cowan. Vote be by show of hands. All those in favor? Opposed? 7 having voted in the affirmative and none in the negative, the motion is adopted. We'll move on to the next item of business, which is communications, presentations, and recognition. And we'll have a recognition of Richard Morehouser's 100th birthday. Mr. Morehouser, if you could come up.
Watch the wires.
Well, tonight we have a great honor of celebrating a truly remarkable milestone, the 100th birthday of an Auburn resident, Richard Morehouser. Richard's been a cherished member of our community since the early 1970s, when he made Auburn his home and became a dedicated employee at Dory's Shoe. Richard's love of learning and commitment to community service found a perfect home at the Auburn Public Library, where he served on the board and continues to be an active patron. A man of deep faith, Richard has been a devoted member of the Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish, where his kindness and spirit have enriched the congregation for decades. And perhaps one of the most extraordinary testaments to his generosity is a commitment to the American Red Cross. Having donated 112 pints of blood over the years, that's more than 14 gallons of life-saving support given to help others. Richard Morehouser is not just turning 100, he is marking a century of service, community, faith, and compassion. On behalf of the City of Auburn, we extend our warmest wishes and deepest gratitude to Richard for all he has contributed to our city and to so many lives. Happy 100th birthday, Richard. I'd like to present you with a key to the city to commemorate your 100th birthday and being a valuable member of our community. Yes, very welcome. And Donna Wallace, who's the director of the Auburn Public Library, would like to say a few words.
To Mr. Morehouser, on the occasion of your 100th birthday, what a remarkable milestone. You've shown us that laughter never gets old, and neither does kindness. Your generosity and spirit have left a lasting mark on our library and our community. May this collection of jokes bring you as many smiles as you've given to others over the years. With gratitude and cheer, your friends at the Auburn Public Library.
Okay, no, whispering's not allowed at a public meeting. Mr. Morehauser has read over 10,000 books. That is quite an accomplishment. Well, again, Richard, happy birthday. We wish you well. I might say 100 more, but
Why they call it Labor Day?
no, why do they call it Labor Day?
Because that's when my mother went into labor to have me.
Well, Donna told us you were quite the jokester. So, well, again, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming in and giving us an opportunity to celebrate this birthday with you.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, very nice, thank you. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice seeing you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Does this mean I don't have to pay my taxes?
He doesn't stop and tell you. Okay, time to go. We'll see you walking the dog.
we will. Thank you, Mayor. Yes, thank you.
I can rent him out to parties. It's okay.
Maybe.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you all.
We'll move on to the next item of business, which is the first open session of the evening. If there's any member of the public that would like to address the council about an item that's not on tonight's agenda, please approach the podium and provide your name and address.
Stephen Beal, 575 Johnson Road. Continuing in the happy framework of Mr. Morehouse's birthday, I received my tax bills just a few days ago, and I want to commend the entire structure of Auburn's government, the mayor, the manager, all the staff, and the council for limiting the rate of increase in the mill rate to 2.83%, which is the lowest rate of increase of any that I've seen of any community of any size in this part of the state, both via the newspaper and on television. I did see one community that had 197 taxpayers that actually had reduced their mill rate, but that was because they essentially gutted their entire governmental structure. But a 2.83% in this environment is really great work, and you're to be congratulated. You get plenty of opportunity to take flack, so take some credits. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other member of the public who'd like to address the council? Please approach the podium and provide your name and address. Not seeing any, we'll move on. The first item of unfinished business is ordinance 0508182025, amending Chapter 12, Housing, to add Article 5, Vacant and Abandoned Buildings. This is a second reading and a public hearing. Is there a motion?
Motion to move.
Moved by Councilor Walker,
Second.
seconded by Councilor Whiting.
Mr. Mayor,
Cowan.
I'd like to move to amend some of the wording in Section 12-281, subsection A. There's a couple changes. First, striking the words consent to in the first sentence and replacing those with the words arrange for. And then secondly, to strike out the entire third and fourth sentences. And those second and third sentences are essentially inadvertently were carried forward, and they're redundant and ambiguous from other sections. So.
Councilor Cowan has moved to amend the ordinance. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Whiting. Discussion by the council? Councilor Platt.
I guess, could I just get some clarity as to why an amendment is required? The ordinance has the red line language already in it, correct?
So
Prior to an amendment being made.
yeah. So in the red line change that's being shown is to strike that section in that particular paragraph. That same language is included earlier in the ordinance. So, the inadvertent change that was made in that language was carried forward. By striking this, it adds clarity to the ordinance, and it still maintains the requirement for consent and the notice that if consent isn't given, that the city can proceed through legal action to obtain access.
I understand. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Any further discussion by the council? On the amendment, the vote will be by show of hands. All those in favor? Opposed? 7 having voted in the affirmative, none in the negative, the motion is adopted. We'll now return to the main motion as amended. If there's any member of the public that would like to comment on this item, the public hearing is open. Please approach the podium, provide your name and address. Not seeing any. Public hearing is closed. Further discussion by the council. Council ready for the question? The vote will be by roll call. The clerk will call the roll.
Counselor Milks?
Yes.
Counselor Weisner?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Platts?
Yes.
Counselor Gary?
Yes.
Counselor Whiting?
Yes.
Counselor Cowan?
Yes.
7 having voted in the affirmative, none in the negative, the motion's adopted. The next item is ordinance 0608182025, adopting a 180-day moratorium on needle exchange services in the City of Auburn, effective August 1st, 2025. This item passed at the first reading. This is for second reading and a public hearing. Just for clarification for members of the public that might be watching and the council, as the manager and I have received several inquiries about this, there are currently no needle exchange programs operating in the City of Auburn, nor are there any active applications. The manager and I will be bringing to the council in workshop in the upcoming weeks a discussion about potential regulation of needle exchange programs within Auburn, and it seemed prudent that a moratorium be put in place so that if there were applicants, they don't go through the process to get approved and then shortly thereafter find out potentially the rules have changed. So on the item, is there a motion?
Motion to move.
Moved by Councilor Walker. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Cowan. If there's any member of the public that would like to address the council on this item, please approach the podium and provide your name and address. Not seeing any. Discussion by the council? Is council ready for the question? The vote will be by roll call. The clerk will call the roll.
Counselor Weisner?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Platts?
Yes.
Counselor Gary?
Yes.
Counselor Whiting?
Yes.
Counselor Cowan?
Yes.
Counselor Milks?
Yes.
7 having voted in the affirmative and none in the negative, the motion's adopted. We'll move on to new business. The first item is Order 8109022025, amending the city's master fee schedule, Appendix A, regarding vacant and abandoned buildings. For clarification for members of the public that might be watching, this action adds the fees that were discussed when the council reviewed the vacant and abandoned building ordinance that was enacted earlier this evening. This moves the fees into Appendix A, which is the ordinance fee schedule. Is there a motion?
Motion to move.
Moved by Councilor Walker. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Geary. If there's any member of the public that would like to address the council on this item, please approach the podium, provide your name and address. Not seeing any. Public comment is closed. Discussion by the council. Councilor Platt.
I just have another procedural question. This is new business. This is a first reading. The city council information sheet says it's a second reading, even though it's under the new business category. So I just want to confirm, is this a single vote item? Is this a first reading or is this a second reading?
So because of the nature of this item, there isn't a concept of a first and second reading. There's one action by the council. So if the motion was adopted by the council, then the fee schedule is amended. Further discussion by the council? Council ready for the question? The vote will be by show of hands. All those in favor? Opposed? 7 having voted in the affirmative and none in the negative, the motion's adopted. We will move on to reports. A couple short items. Relative to the Comprehensive Plan Committee, the committee, along with staff and a consultant, have completed the baseline inventory and analysis document. It's available on the city's website. If you go to the home page, you'll see a graphic for the comprehensive plan. If you click on that, you can drill down in and see the inventory and analysis document. As an update regarding 121 Mill Street, I know there's been some interest in the area regarding the fence. So the installation of the fence took place last week and has been completed. As another update, there's going to be a follow-up tenant meeting at Barker Arms Friday morning with the staff from Auburn Housing Authority, from the drop-in center, and I'll be attending. We had, several months ago, we had a meeting, and we're going to have a follow-up meeting to address any questions or concerns that the residents at Barker have. And for some really exciting and anticipated news, the PAL Center ribbon cutting is going to be Friday at 3:30 at 24 Chestnut Street. And Rita Beaudry assures me it will not be 100 degrees like it was at the groundbreaking last summer. But we really, any members of the community, come by. It's going to be exciting to cut the ribbons, see the facility, and get things underway at the PAL Center. So come on by Friday at 3:30 on Chestnut Street. With that, Councilor Geary.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before we move on, do you know what time the meeting is going to be at Barker?
The meeting at Barker, I believe, is 8:30 in the morning, but I'll have to, I think it's 8:30, but I'll have to verify that.
Thank you, because a lot of people aren't going to be up at 8:30.
Yeah, Auburn Housing should be sending out a notice, I think, if they haven't already, this week to the residents. Anything further?
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Councilor Whiting.
The Auburn Nordic Ski Association, I know it's September and it was 80 today, but they're working on the trails and are looking for volunteers tomorrow morning and Saturday morning from 8 to noon. They sent an email to people who belong, so they probably have enough volunteers, but you could email me and I'll forward to you the email of the person who's dealing with that, rwhiting@auburnmaine.gov.
Councilor Cowan.
Nothing this evening, thanks.
Councilor Mills.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilor Weissner.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilor Walker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would just like to get this out because I'll probably forget it one of our other meetings, but October 26th, the United New Auburn Association will be doing the Halloween get-together again at the Anniversary Park. That'll be 12 to 2:30. That's a Sunday. Again, people that want to set up with us to give away candy are welcome to get together with us. Contact myself or Kenny at Rowley's Diner. Again, October 26th, 12 to 2:30. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Platt.
My only update is that tomorrow at 3:30, there's an audit committee meeting. So if anybody has questions or things that you want me or one of the other representative to ask at an audit committee meeting, please let me know, shoot me an email. Happy to bring that up tomorrow.
This is for FY24.
This is, I have to check the text of the invite. This is
Yeah, Yeah.
I think just for the audit
clarify.
process at
It's
large.
closing out, it's a discussion on the closeout of FY '24, and then a short discussion on starting FY '25.
Okay,
I think
great,
my
thank you.
understanding is that it's a procedural meeting to discuss the ongoing process of audits in the city of Auburn, but yes, closing out 24, moving forward to 25.
Great, thank you. Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. Council, just want to provide you an update on the property tax assistance program that you approved in the budget. The staff did an excellent job of getting information out, processing all applications that were received. We received a total of 160 applications. The staff was able, through verification, approve 143 applications. There's 2 that are under further review. They have been approved, so, okay, good. So we're at 145 approved applications. The total payout was $125,913. So the average application received roughly $875 per application. So staff turned that around great, time frame. Was able to get the information out, get checks in hand prior to individuals coming in to pay their taxes in 2 weeks, 10 days. So,
Can you remind me what we budgeted? Was it 150,000?
yes.
So does that imply that, would there be a second opportunity to apply for this if you break your payments up, or do you have to do it
So
at one
that
time?
amount will stay in, and then when you do the budget next year, you can decide what you would like to apply towards that amount.
But as far as applications by citizens, it's just now. You can't do it in March for
That's
the second
right. There was a
payment.
deadline
There was
for
a deadline.
application.
Okay,
That's right.
great.
Yep. That's it.
Anything else? Great, thank you very much. We'll move on to the second open session of the evening. If there's any members of the public that would like to address the council on any item not on tonight's agenda, please approach the podium and provide your name and address. Not seeing any, the open session is closed. We'll move on to the final item, which is an executive session for the public. No action is expected to follow. The expectation is the council will immediately adjourn upon the conclusion of the executive session. For the executive session pursuant to 1 MRSA Section 405 6D for labor negotiations with the police command. Is there a motion?
Motion to move.
Moved by
Seconded.
Council Walker,
Seconded.
seconded by Council Platts. All those in favor? Opposed? The council will be in executive session.